Change your heart, change your life, change the planet.
Hey everybody, it's Tim Van Orden, coming to you from Pine Valley in Woodford, Vermont, where I am out for a fresh snow boot slog on the last day of March. And I wanted to talk about the race that I did yesterday. It was the New England 15 kilometer championships. It's part of the New England Grand Prix. They have championships at 5K, 10K, 15K, half marathon, marathon. And my team competes in these events, so I did the race for the team. But I have done very little road running without heavy boots on since November. The vast majority of my runs have been out in the snow here in Woodford with heavy boots like I'm doing now. And when I was running in town at night, I would also wear heavy boots. So most of my runs have been between an 11 and 15 minute mile. That's the pace that I ran at almost all winter. So in the past few weeks, I did a couple road runs with running shoes just to see what it felt like to run on the road and to prepare my feet and prepare my connective tissue for a different impact and a little bit of different speed. But I didn't do any speed work. It was just kind of getting a feel for being on the road. Anyway, it was really interesting to see yesterday how that style of super slow but challenging training translated into road speed. And I had no idea what to expect going in. So I took it rather conservatively in the beginning and ran with some teammates who were planning on hitting a consistent 5:40 mile for the race. So we went out and it was a little faster than that. I think I did a 5:36 maybe or 5:38 for the first mile, and then the second mile was like a 5:35, and it was really, really comfortable. And I averaged 5:40 pace for a 15 kilometer road race, and it's a very hilly course. It's not easy at all. The winning times are much slower than you'd expect in a 15K. But it was, again, a testament to training like this right now as being really, really valuable in regards to overall running fitness. And there are two reasons why I train like this rather than running on the road like everybody else. One is that it allows me to start much more gently. It's not an abrupt shift from not running to running, barely moving to running at a 6:40 per mile pace like many of my teammates do. This allows me to start by walking, and even when I get up to full speed, it's really not that much faster than walking. So even though it's hard work, I'm really using my glutes and my quads and my hip flexors, it still feels more gentle mentally. The second reason is that I'm less likely to get injured. Whereas when I have done big weeks on the road during the winter in the past, I get hurt. I may come out of the winter with a bunch of 80 to 100 mile weeks. I really nail it in the beginning of spring and then I'm injured. So this is something that I have adapted to doing so that I can get my training hours in and miles, but the hours are more important than the miles, without getting hurt. Because there's no impact, because I'm not really moving any particular joint so quickly or aggressively. I'm not putting my connective tissue under a heavy, quick load. So this has allowed me to get through the past few winters relatively injury-free. And yesterday was a great testament that this type of training, albeit incredibly slow, gives me road speed. Again, those first few miles in the 5:30s were really comfortable. I would imagine for a 5K, right now I could probably be between 5:15 and 5:20 pace. And still not feeling like I'm going all out. And with no speed work, no track work, with no intervals, just snowshoe races throughout the season. I did 9. And in those, my top speed is often a 650 mile in the very fastest, and most of them are probably in the 8s and 9s, most of those races. So again, no speed work. And when you get on the road and you're in lightweight shoes and there's no snow to contend with and you're getting good traction, the speed and the strength is there. So if you find yourself having difficulty getting through a winter without injury, walking and slogging are a great way to keep you going and also allow you to engage in interesting environments. Like here, coming out here with running shoes would be miserable, but with my heavy boots, I'm very comfortable and dry. So I plan on doing this when the snow melts too, still wearing the heavy boots and bringing that into maybe 30 to 40% of my training as I go forward as another experiment. How does that translate into the trail races and mountain races that I plan on competing in? So this is a fun experiment for me at this point in my life. I've already accomplished almost all the goals I set out to accomplish. Now I'm just seeing what's possible with some really unique and interesting and safe and gentle training modalities. So I'm going to keep experimenting and I will keep you posted. So I hope there's some value in there for you. And if you've got some interesting alternative training methods, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And click the bell so you get notified when I post a new video. And if you want to help keep me in this conversation, come on over to Patreon, $1 or $2 a month. And you help keep me doing this. All right, I'll talk to you soon.